Welcome to past paper analysis. Solving previous year question papers will boost your confidence. You will also be able to understand the kind of questions to be expected in the exam and prepare accordingly. Here we present frequently asked questions and answers from Class 10 Geography Chapter 7 Lifelines of Economy. This will help you to score more marks in annual examination. Question number 1. Modern means of transport and communication serve as lifelines of our nation. Justify this statement by giving supportive arguments. Or, efficient means of transport are prerequisites for the fast development of the country. Express your views in favor of this statement. Answer. India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its vast size and diversities because of efficient means of transport and communication. They are rightly called the lifelines or arteries of a nation because economic development of a country depends on the well-developed and efficient means of transport and communication. They are indispensable for movement of people, goods and services from one place to another. They have contributed to socio-economic progress in many ways by connecting far-flung areas of the country. They have enriched all aspects of our lives such as social, cultural, individual and economic. They promote trade, tourism and business, thus adding value to the economy. Transport and communication have made possible international trade, which is essential for every economy as no country is self-sufficient in all resources. They link areas of production with consumption, that is, agricultural farms are linked to the markets and industries. They help in the balanced regional development of a country. They play a very important role at the time of natural calamities, that is, for providing relief measures. Deficient areas can obtain resources from the regions of surplus, thereby making the interdependence among the regions possible. They have added growing amenities and facilities for the comforts of life. Next question. How are means of transport and communication complementary to each other? Explain with 3 examples. Answer. Transport and communication establish links between producing centers and consuming centers. Trade or the exchange of such commodities relies on transportation and communication. Transport provides the network of links and carriers through which trade takes place. Dense network of roads, railways and airways connect the remote areas of the country, hence help in production and distribution of goods and services. Advancement in communication system has accelerated trade by carrying information all over the world quickly. Good transport helps in quick carrying of raw material from remote areas to the production centers and allows distribution of goods efficiently. With the expansion of rail, ocean and air transport, better means of refrigeration and preservation, trade has experienced spatial expansion. Next question. Why is road transport more useful than rail transport in India? Give reasons. Or roadways still have an edge over railways in India? Give reasons. Answer. Roadways score over railways. Construction of roads is easier and cheaper as compared to railways. Roads provide door-to-door service, thus the cost of loading and unloading is much lower as compared to railways, which generally leave the people and goods at the destined railway stations. Roads can negotiate higher gradients of slope and as such can traverse through mountainous terrain, but railways cannot negotiate steep gradients. Road transport is economical in transportation of few persons and relatively smaller amount of goods over short distances. Road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport. They provide links between railway stations, airports, and seaports. They link agricultural farms with markets and industries, thus linking rural and urban areas. Next question. What are the problems faced by road transportation in India? Answer. Problems faced by road transportation. The road network is inadequate in proportion to the volume of traffic and passengers. About half of the roads are unmetalled, which makes them useless during rainy season. The national highways are inadequate and lack roadside amenities. The roadways are highly congested in cities. Most of the bridges and culverts are old and narrow. Next question. Why is the distribution of roads not uniform in India? Explain with examples. Distribution of roads is not uniform in India due to different types of geographical features. Moreover, the volume of traffic as well as passengers also affects road networking in India. Roads are highly congested in cities. Most of the bridges and culverts have become narrow, old and broken. Some roads are metal, that is well built with bricks and cement, and about half of the roads are unmetalled, especially in rural areas, which makes them inaccessible during rainy season. The regions with rugged terrain have steep roads with lots of hairpin bends. Next question. Railways play an important role in Indian economy. Give supportive arguments or explain the importance of railways as the principal mode of transportation for freight and passengers in India. Answer. Railways are the principal mode of transportation for freight and passengers in India as they link different parts of the country. They carry huge loads and bulky goods to long distances. Railways make it possible to conduct multiple activities like business, tourism, pilgrimage, along with goods transportation over longer distances. Railways have been a great integrating force for the nation for more than 150 years now. They have been helpful in binding the economic life of the country and also promoted cultural fusion. They have accelerated the development of the industry and agriculture. Next question. Analyze the physiographic and economic factors that have influenced the distribution pattern of the railway network in our country, or the distribution pattern of Indian railway network is influenced by the physiographic factors. Examine the statement. Answer. Factors that affect the distribution pattern of railway network in India. Physiographic factors. The northern plains with vast level land, high population density and rich agricultural resources provide most favorable conditions for railway network. The nature of terrain and the number of rivers running through the region determine the density of railway network in that region. Mountains, marshy, sandy and forested areas have sparse network, whereas plain areas have dense network of the railways. It was difficult to lay railway lines on the sandy plains of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat and forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh. Economic factors. Regions which have rich resources and are economically more developed have denser network of railways in comparison to the regions with low economic development. Administrative factors. The administrative and political decisions also affect the distribution of railway network in a region. Next question. List 4 factors which favored the development of dense network of railways in the northern plains. Answer. 4 reasons for dense network of railways in northern plains are: the vast level land provided the most favorable conditions for their growth. It is cheaper and easier to construct railway tracks here. The agricultural and industrial development in this region necessitated the development of railway lines. High population density in this region further required the development of railway lines. Resources such as iron and steel, fuels, etc., required for the development of railways are available in abundance in the northern plains. Next question. Explain the improvements made by the Indian Railways in its functioning. Railways make it possible to conduct multifarious activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage, transportation of goods and passengers. It accelerated the deployment of industrial and agricultural sector. Konkan Railways along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods. Metro rail, monorail and rapid metro systems are helping lakhs of people every day. These have helped in easing the traffic situation in cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore. The railways provide effective container service. Next question. Write 4 merits of waterways in India. Answer. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. Waterways are a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. India's trade with foreign countries is carried from the ports located along the coast, and more than 95% of the country's trade volume is moved by the sea. Next question. Mention any 2 inland waterways of India. Write 3 characteristics of each. Answer. 2 inland waterways are: A. The Ganga river between Allahabad and Haldia. B. The Brahmaputra river between Sadia and Dhubri. The Ganga river between Allahabad and Haldia characteristics. The Inland Waterways Authority has declared this waterway as National Waterway number 1. Its total length is 1620 kilometers. It is one of the most important waterway of India, which is navigable by mechanical boats up to Patna. B. The Brahmaputra river between Sadia and Dhubri. Characteristics. The total length is 891 km. It is declared as National Waterway number 2. It is navigable by steamers up to Dibrugarh. Next question. Give an account of the major seaports of India and their importance. Answer. Kantla Port in Kutch. It was developed after independence to reduce the load on the Mumbai port, as the Karachi port had gone to Pakistan after partition. It is a tidal port and caters to exports and imports of the granary and industrial belts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Kandla Port is located in Kutch in Gujarat. It caters to the convenient handling of exports and imports for northern and western states of India. Mumbai Port. It is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well-sheltered harbour. Jawaharlal Nehru Port. It was planned as a subordinate and hub port of the Mumbai port. Marmagao Port. It is a premium iron ore exporting port. It accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore exports. New Mangalore Port caters to the export of iron ore from Kuntremukh Mines. Kochi, extreme southwestern port located at the entrance of a lagoon with a natural harbour. Tuticorin, it has a natural harbour and rich hinterland. It engages in flourishing trade with neighbouring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. Chennai Port, oldest artificial port in the country. It is second only to Mumbai in terms of volume of trade and cargo. Visakhapatnam Port, deepest landlocked and well protected port catering mainly to iron ore exports. Pradeep specializes in iron ore export. Kolkata Port, it is an inland riverine port. It serves as a large and rich hinterland of Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. It is a tidal port which requires constant dredging of the Hooghly River. Haldia Port, it was developed to reduce pressure on Kolkata fort. Next question, write 4 merits of air travel. Also, mention any 2 demerits of air transport. Merits of air travel. Air travel is the fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. India is a vast country with wide variation in relief. Air transport can cover difficult terrains like high mountains of the Himalayas, the Western Ghats, dreary deserts of Rajasthan, dense forest and long coastlines with great ease. Air travel has made access easier in the northeastern part of the country, which is marked with the presence of big rivers like Brahmaputra, dissected relief, dense forest, frequent floods, and international frontiers. At the time of natural calamities, relief measures and relief operations can be carried out quickly with the help of air transport. High value perishable goods can easily be exported or imported by airways. Demerits of air transport. Air travel is very expensive and not within the reach of the common people. Air travel is very luxurious. It is adversely affected by bad weather conditions. Next question, why is air travel preferred in the northeastern states? Give reasons. Answer, the northeastern part of the country is marked with dissected relief, dense forest, frequent floods and big rivers. Under these difficult conditions, the road and rail transport is not well developed. Journey through land transport is very tiresome and time consuming. So for all these reasons, air travel is preferred in this part of the country where special provisions are made to extend the services to common people at cheaper rates. Next question, name the mail channels which were introduced by the Indian Postal Network to facilitate quick delivery of mails. What was the main purpose of this decision? Answer, mail channels introduced by the Indian Postal Network are Rajdhani channel, Business channel, Metro channel, bulk mail channel, green channel and periodical channel. The main purpose is to facilitate quick delivery of mail to large towns and cities. Next question, what is meant by trade? What is the difference between local and state level trade? Answer, the exchange of goods and services among people, states and countries through market channels is referred to as trade. Local trade is carried in cities, towns and villages. State level trade is carried between 2 or more states. Next question, why is international trade considered as an economic barometer for a country, or advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its prosperity? Support the statement with suitable examples. Answer, exchange of goods or buying and selling of goods between two countries is called international trade. It may take place through sea, air, or land routes. It has two components, exports and import. Advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its economic prosperity. As no country is self-sufficient in all resources, it cannot survive without international trade. If the balance of international trade is favorable, that is, value of export is more than the value of import, a country will be able to earn more foreign exchange. International trade encourages a country to develop secondary and tertiary sectors for exporting goods which can fetch more foreign exchange. In this day, an age of globalization, exchange of goods and commodities has also been overtaken by the exchange of information and knowledge as well. A country's economic prosperity can be gauged by the health of its international trade. Next question, why is tourism considered as a trade and industry in India? Give reasons in support of your answer. Answer. With increase in the number of foreign tourists visiting India, we earned foreign exchange worth Rupees 21,828 crore in 2004, which is further increasing year by year, making tourism an important trade. Over 2.6 million foreign tourists visit India every year for appreciating our heritage, our culture, for medical purposes or for business purposes, etc. Over 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Tourism promotes national integration, provides support to local handicrafts and cultural pursuits. Tourism also helps in the development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. Rajasthan, Goa, Jammu and Kashmir and temple towns of South India are the most popular tourist destinations. These states earn huge sums of money from tourism trade. Next question, give reasons for which foreign tourists visit India. Answer, foreigners visit India for various purposes. These are heritage tourism, ecotourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, medical tourism, business tourism. Broadened cultural awareness of each other's tradition, it is economically viable. India is a great value destination as tourists can travel cheaply and lavishly. Indian hospitality is famous worldwide. That means Aditi Devo Bhava. India is an avenue to explore spirituality through yoga and meditation. Indian cuisine, predominantly North Indian, is world famous. India has several historical and architectural attractions. Regional handicrafts and ethnic designs of traditional products attract tourists.